and Ian. We are going to explain case number 11. I am in the group 14 with Juanjo Ibar, Claudia Tarnet, and me, that I am Albert Vladric. And we attend to class on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I'm going to explain this case that treats about bonds that we are going to explain later in different sections.
Today, we are 12th of November of 2012, and the Johnson Investment Fund wants to sell a set of bonds he already has, in which he obtained the 9.5%, and with the proceeds of this sale we're talking about, he'll buy a new set of strippable bonds, in which he'll obtain a 5.3% in return. We need to assume a face value for this, so the amount we have chosen is 100 euros. Question 1, they ask us to calculate the accurate interest amounts for both of the bonds. So first, we need the rate of the bond and then to multiply it by the time given, which is the last payment made in the bond until today. For the first bond, we have the 9.5%, which is multiplied by 178 divided by the number of years of days within a year. We obtain a 4.63, and for the second bond, we obtain a 1.96. Question 2, they ask us to calculate the clearing price of the bonds. So the formula given is the dirty price minus the accurate interest amount. So for the first bond, after solving the equation, we'll have a 99.55 euro, and for the second bond, we'll have 93.4 euro.
In this third part, we have to calculate the value of each zero bond coupon today. So to use the formulas to calculate all that, we need the internal rate of return. After solving this equation, we obtain that the internal rate of return is 0.0817. Using that in these formulas here, we get the 81.34 for the price of the first zero coupon bond, 4.31 for the second one, 4.66 for the third one, and the last one is 5.04. If we add all of these amounts up, we obtain the market price. The fourth part, we get to a conclusion that with each bond that Johnson Investment Fund sells, it can get 1.09 strippable bonds. In the fifth part, we need to calculate the internal rate of return that gets while selling the bonds it had, and the internal rate of return is 0.095.
This part, we have to calculate the internal rate of return that we have previously calculated in the exercise number 3, and the internal rate of return is 0.0817. But after solving all the problem, the conclusion is that the Johnson Investment Fund have fiscal advantages. So that's all. Regards from Group 14.